Welcome to the right side of the tracks.
Your wardrobe is creative.
Foul weather we're having. Just like always.
I wish they'd get a younger preacher to come and give sermons.
You just want eye candy.
Guilty.
Oh, thank God! You're the Westerners, aren't you? The Rangers? My husband, my Hardy, was in Aspen when Vic Buchanan raided the town. Vic took him hostage, but there's been no word for weeks. I know it's frightful wicked to hope for the safety of one soul over many, but I beg you, find him. Save him if you can.
No need to beg, Mrs. Knox. We have business of our own with Vic Buchanan. If your husband's alive, we'll find him.
I didn't see you there, Lucia. You're a good girl. We have money, Rangers. Even though we don't live fancy like some families do, he's a little on the portly side. Always well-dressed. But he likes playing cowboy. Yes, but we're homebodies, and neither of us is very political. We own bison ranches out east, supply Colorado Springs with... Let me see who... Allie Blue? Aunt Allie? Blue is my maiden name. Back in the old days, the Blues and the Knoxes hated each other. Old Aunt Allie almost always wanted to know what things were like when she was young. Thank you, Rangers. Let me give you something for this. You mean he's real? I've seen him poking around the church at night. I left him some food, just in case. Corn and scrap metal. He seemed like such a... I know you will. Thank you, Rangers.
Ah, you're the Rangers, yes? I'm most pleased to see you. I'm Gideon Reyes.
Uncle Gideon, you heard about my family?
I did, Sabrina, and I'm so sorry. You know you always have a place in my...
I know. And I am grateful. But
Is that so, Rangers? She was always an impressive girl. My sister would be proud of her. Now, I expect you're here about my call. There is a situation in Colorado Springs that Colorado Springs isn't as prosperous as it pretends. We can barely feed our existing population, and now I've asked the Patriarch to chase off these smugglers, but he says the crisis with the Dorseys, and it seems he'd rather just have Sheriff Daisy keep putting refugees in the pillories, rather than stopping the tide at its source. It's infuriating. And that is why I've called you. The plains, mostly. After the Patriarch defeated the eastern gangs, people started settling out there, thinking it was safe. Now the gangs have returned, And you're right, Rangers. I am suggesting you to treat the symptom rather than the cause. But that is because the symptom is about to well, it is very difficult to change the Patriarch's mind. And if it can't be done, the alternative, thus, we must address things that are possible, like discouraging smugglers from bringing refugees to the city. Don't put words in my mouth, Rangers. I'm not suggesting, but let's save any talk of politics until after this refugee crisis is dealt with. Are you willing to help me or not? Oh, of course. And not just in money. I do a lot of business with the local Arapaho garage, and I can get them to provide you with mechanics to service your vehicle. They always have the best, and I'll pay for everything. Thank you. I'm told the smugglers are operating out of the bazaar, a trader's market east of Colorado. When you find them, well, do what you can. Convince them to take the refugees elsewhere. Convince them to stop entirely. A red thank you for agreeing to help. Goodbye, and good luck.
The Dorseys twist our fate. We await the coming of the final deluge, when the earth shall be swept clean. Don't forget, bingo is at 7 o'clock on Wednesdays. Bring your own wine. Let us pray for those lost in the Dorsey attack. You are safe here.
Down in front!
I can't see the preacher.
So they killed the Wessons, the Shules, the Jacksons.
My family will be avenged. If you... Their spear... The only person who knew the combination to that safe was my mom. If you think you can guess it, I don't mind.
My dearest Lucia, I pray this message finds its way to you, as it is the last I am ever likely to feel. Whatever becomes of us, you mustn't blame yourself. I know you would have wanted to be here at the end, but I'm glad you are not. Open the door, Wesson! Time to face justice! Your mother and I love you very much, and we are so proud of you have become. You are destined for great things, Miss Lucia Wesson. I regret that I shall not live to...
Oh, God! Damn Dorseys weren't content to rip everything up. They had to toss the furniture around, too. Animals. Couldn't even leave my memories of this place alone. No point looking back there. It's smashed up even worse, and the Dorseys took everything worth stealing. Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed of the mess it's in now. Wow. Daddy really didn't want any Dorseys to muck around with his cooking supplies.
To fight!
We got this.
Hey, boss.
Find the door to the bunker, slightly ajar. I listen at the door. Make perception. It's awful dark out here. Maybe we should go inside. This was your idea. You said it would be cool to play a game in the park. I got a 15! Do I hear anything? You hear a faint scraping sound inside. Like the sound of a skeletal foot dragging across stone. It's coming closer. Did you hear that? It's just the wind. Ah! A pale dog! There's a pale dog watching us!
What? Where? I don't see...
It's coming after us! Run!
Yep. The Dorseys done tore through here and gutted the house. Until the Castillos can get this eyesore repaired, we're keeping it boarded up.
Ah, the park.
Yes? Oh, hello. I'm Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's personal secretary. I make sure, of course, that privilege could...
Hello, Joe.
Ah, Miss Wesson. You have my deepest sympathy.
Thank you, Joe.
It used to be that we held town hall meetings where citizens could bring their grievances before him, but, good day. Rangers! Welcome, Rangers. Rangers! Welcome, Rangers.
The guards who get posted here are so full of themselves.
Welcome to the palace, Rangers. You're clear for public areas only. Stop!
Imagine the jolly times around this table. Well, the old man sure knew how to pick.
Those were his first 2 wives. They were dead before I was born.
Yeah, that never happened.
Stop! Only members of the Patriarch's family are allowed back here.
Rangers, welcome. How are you settling in? Not at all. Now, what can I do for you? Ask them. Why? Are you getting ideas? Of course, and I will, when the time is right. Used to be my strongest supporters, until we had an argument about how quickly democracy should be instituted in Colorado. When they lost that argument, they tried to usurp me, and, well, until they attacked the city, I thought I'd wiped out the whole family. Apparently, Nelius led some of them into the wilderness. I assume it was Liberty who put them up to the raid. They were never this clever before. Can you blame me? If she wasn't as bloody-handed as she is brave, unfortunately, she has no interest in governing. The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fools expand beyond their ability to govern. Fine. Ask them. Fine. Get going, Rangers. Get work to do.
Good to see you, Rangers.
Hey, you hear about Rosalind's ex?
The love puzzle guy?
Scuttlebutt is he's been trying to get rotated into her unit.
Oh, we gotta make this happen. You ever see Raj go all Ice Queen on some poor soul? It's like, I can't even describe it.
Careful.
No sudden moves, understand?
Automated duty roster change. New assignments are as follows. Guard 08 to Station H. That is all. Automated duty roster change. New assignments are as follows. Guard 04 to Station C. That is all.
They've added more guards, looks like.
Rangers!
Oh, look. Tourists.
Oh, Melissa, you're too much.
I don't believe we were having a conversation. I'd certainly remember that odor. How did you get that? I see. You have me at a disadvantage. Hand over those documents. In return, I'll use my considerable influence to ensure you are well known and fondly thought of among respectable sorts of people. My people. What? Thank you. You really aren't from around here. How refreshing.
Hello, and welcome to the wondrous, fabulous, most fantabulous home of the Lord family. What is your business at the Lord Estate? Processing. Please enter that later date and prepare parameters may change in the future. Your presence has not been requested. You may not. Thank you, lady. May the show go on.
All the crime around here happens indoors.
Babysitting. I'd know this drone anywhere. It was my father's favorite. Must have been damaged when the Dorseys raided our house.
You're not supposed to touch that. It belonged to the Wessons. I've got orders to keep everyone away. Yeah? Well, good point. And I know. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Returning to West Mode objective. Located treasure.
Hey, look at him go. Nice work.
Poor Lucia.
Objective complete. Current location. Located treasure. What is your business at the Ward's estate? The master is expecting you. Please enter through the door.
Rangers, so good to see you. Thank you again for saving my life.
I knew the security system needed more security checks and fewer show tunes. You are the Rangers, correct? Let me express my thanks for saving my son Bellamy in the Garden of the Gods. May I help you with something? Their names are Valor, Victory, and Liberty. They are Saul Buchanan's children. He loves them as only a father can. I understand that, love. That's all I should say. Please, indeed. You must have a keen nose and a scientific mind. I'd love to spend a day discussing the practical applications of chemistry with you. Most of my time is spent researching and developing technology. In time, I believe we can restore our standard of living to that of the legendary pre-war days in the 1980s. Who knows? Someday we may even expire, Rangers.
Who are you people? Mercenaries?
Too soon to be back.
Baron Drygo arrested, charged with treason.
Which? You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Come on.
Hey, who's in charge in here? Got a proposition for you, Rangers. You're the CO around here? Huh. Okay.
quality setup this time. Better than back in AZ. Guess Daddy Buchanan's buying you all the good gear. Gary Wolf, freelance security consultant and synth hunter. Got a proposition for you. I helped the Rangers during their whole Cochise debacle. They might have come out strong if they'd listened to me. Too bad. After the Rangers nuked Cochise, and themselves, I figured somebody competent had to chase down its mechanical brood. So I recruited folks who'd lost family to synths, decommissioned a dozen of the plastic punks in AZ, then heard a feud headed east and followed them here. Now I'm getting flack from that tin star twat Daisy for interferent bitch told the marshals to shoot us on sight if we stepped inside the city limits again, so we can't go after this October 11 synth. Was hoping you might be interested in taking care of it for us. Cash bounty for its head. Are you kidding me? Cochise is the Rangers' greatest enemy. A supercomputer. Rangers aren't training their recruits at all these days, are they? Jesus. Fucking simps are always talking about how synths are sentient. They have feelings. Bullshit. What makes them dangerous is that every one of them has a little piece of Cochise in their electric brain, like a virus. Not on my watch. We cap them as soon as we see them. Yeah, no idea why. Synths are weird that way. It and another synth called Tourmaline K'd some civs on their way here. Just 11 is a stone killer. Gotta be neutralized before it kills again. All synths got a radio in their heads. Lets them communicate long distance and triangulate on each other. Once I crack 11's head open, I'll hack. We cornered 11 downtown and tried to take it out quietly. But there was a snafu and we had to open fire. Shot up the street. Silly bitch wouldn't listen when I warned her about the synth. Acted like we were the...
Hey now, that's my ex-boss you're talking about, Hoss.
Lucky you quit then. She's a frag candidate for sure. Add it to your list? Ought to be your top priority. Whatever. We'll wait here until you bring back its head. Should still be downtown somewhere. You'll know you're near it when you start hearing weird static on your radio. Squad, at ease.
Good luck out there.
Come say hey when you're free.
Rangers.
Hey, I'm feeling much better now. Ready to help out any way I can. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine, I guess. Not really inspiring anybody. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll get there. We could try. You bet! Ready when you are.
Pretty sure the marshals are going to make the Reed kid have an accident in his cell. Since he helped the Dorseys get into the city, that's all right by me. What do you need, Rangers? That's what you... Have a seat. I don't mind not having to clean and suture a vestry.
That kid Victory sounds like a bad apple. Stay sharp.
Huh.